Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your December 2025 general reading. We're going to go ahead and start your reading with the New Orleans Oracle deck to see what is the general message, the general topic or theme for this month. It's your start of your birthday and moving into the next year. So let's see what are the energies. Speak your truth that I was called to pick. So I'm strongly sensing that your throat chakra has been closed off for some time now. You've been keeping your mouth shut about things or keeping your tongue behind your teeth a lot. Not speaking up when you wanted or when you felt like it because not to disturb the peace. But I'm thinking that a lot of those things want to come out. It doesn't have to involve personal problems, and it can also be just you being shy not to share your own ideas about things at the workplace or just in general. I think it's time for you to speak up and open your throat chakra so it won't be closed anymore. All right, let's move on to the tarot cards. What are the messages for Capricorn placements for the month of December 2025? What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, we have a flipper, the world here. It's similar colors if you're paying attention here. Green, blue. Okay, we have the Four of Cups here, and we have the Nine of Swords. Something is ending, or perhaps you want it to end. You cannot take it anymore. That's why we have the speak your truth here. It's like you already see this, like this cycle is gone, like the cycle is done. You want to close it for it's time because you're being feeling a little bit bored. There's nothing exciting about this situation anymore. Emotions have run dry. There's Four of Cups around you, but you're not interested in any of them. You want to have a little bit of color in your life, but all you can see are these blues and greens and things right now because you might have kept a lot of the information or a lot of things inside you and not really living up to the things or wanting to do the things that you like. And I'm thinking that that has caused some anxiety here with the Nine of Swords because you don't really feel that you're living up to your full potential at this moment, and you don't want to live like this anymore. You want to free yourself from this cycle. You want to close the cycle. All right, let's see. Let's clarify those with the Lenormand cards for Capricorn, please. Okay, so we have the crossroad here. We have the ring, and we have the stork. I'm strongly feeling that there is sort of like a two-way situation. You're in the crossroads, and you need to close one way, or in order to close that situation and move to the next level, you need to choose which way you want to go, which way you have to go. And maybe that's why it's been a little painful for you, a little anxious. Now, when you're in a partnership, you might be feeling a little bit bored. You might be feeling that there's no things that spice things up for you. It could be any partnership. It could be a love partnership. It could be a financial partnership. You know, like relationships, love relationships are not the only places where we can get bored. We can also get bored at work. And if things are not inspiring for us, we're just not feeling it anymore. We don't see the colors anymore. There could be something that's right there in front of you, but you're just not paying attention to it. That's that pot right here. So look closely, and maybe you need to speak your truth in order to actually this pot to be revealed that's showing you these colors. It is right there. You're just not looking. You just need to look. So there are exciting things in your relationships, in your partnerships, but you just need to look for them. Now, the Nine of Swords in the story, perhaps there is some sort of transition going into your life, like this, what we saw with the crossroads in the world, that cycle closing in. And that is creating a lot of anxiety for you at this time, a lot of sleepless nights. You're constantly thinking about it. You don't know like what's going to happen. Perhaps that's why you need to like let it out what you're thinking about the situation, and show others around you that you are worried about that situation so that they would understand you as well. All right, let's see. What is the advice for Capricorns for the month of December 2025? What is the advice? All right, we have the King of Swords. So perhaps you need to turn to somebody wiser. That somebody could potentially be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, masculine energy that has a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. They are more a stoic person, so perhaps that's the right person to ask advice from, how to move forward, how to like really like open your throat chakra, and what to do next. That could also mean that you need to become more contemplating and more like wise about your situation in order to think things through and keep a good head on your shoulders. All right, let's see what is the outcome for Capricorns for the month of December. What is the outcome? What is the outcome? And we get the Hangman. It's interesting, Scorpio got the same thing. I'm thinking that there's nothing will be resolved by the end of this month. You're still stuck in the limbo, unfortunately. But I think it will be a time to do some spiritual work for yourself, open your chakras, really contemplate what you want to do, find that pot of color that you're not seeing, that you're missing right now, open your eyes. And I think you will be able to move out of that limbo, that hangman state once you've done that, once you've done the work. All right, Capricorn, these are your messages for the month of December. I hope this reading resonated, and I will see you next time.